This weekend, St. Mark's Church will gather here during its worship services to kick off the annual pledge drive when we make our commitments to the mission and ministries of this congregation. Now, before you turn me off and think, I don't want to hear anything about money and pledging, let me remind you of the great blessing it is for each of us to give back to God that 10%, that portion of what God has given to us in this life. And let me also remind you of the incredible ministries that take place from this community of faith because we give back to God what God has already given to us. The theme for this year's campaign is Moving Mountains, and it comes from that familiar passage in Matthew's Gospel where Jesus says, "For truly I say to you, if you have the faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you." When you and I work together, when we place our faith in the possibilities that we really can make a difference in this world, we do move mountains. Just ask Janice, who before Christmas was living in a van and today is in a home with ample needs and goods and food in stomachs of her children and beds to sleep on at night because you and I helped move her mountain. Just talk to Lillian, who cares for her son, her grandson, who's autistic and whose house was falling apart and who was under code violations from the city of Riviera Beach. You ask her if our giving has moved mountains, and I'll bet you she'll tell you it has. Talk to a child over in Kenya who is being sent to school by your giving. Talk to that child as that child grows up. You ask her if going to school changed her life, if it moves mountains. The list is endless. It goes on and on and on, all because of you and what you give back to God through your pledge to St. Mark's. So come to church. If you don't come to St. Mark's and you go to a different church, go to church. Participate in the life of that community, because together you and I really do change lives. And that's something I want to give to. So I hope you'll join me. We'll see you Sunday.